If you guys are playing Madden 21 Ultimate Team and you do need coins for that new card coming out, head over to Red Zone Coins. They are super reliable. Use code Jurisco at checkout for 20% off. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jurisco coming at you guys with another video, boys, and today I'll be going over what class I'll be using day one of Madden 22. I think this will be the best class day one, and also I'll be going over, you know, what's the best quarterback to use, what's the best wide receiver to use, all that type of stuff in this video right here. So let's go and hop into it. Now, if you guys have not already, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe, fellas. Doing those three things will go a long way, and I would highly appreciate it, fellas. And also, make sure you turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss anything Madden 22. Also, fellas, another thing I do want to talk about before we do start this video is your playstyle is really going to matter a lot with, you know, how you choose your class and how you choose your physique and stuff like that. Your playstyle is really going to depend heavily on that. So the classes and physiques I talk about in this video is really just going to be like, you know, what I think is going to be most overpowered. What am I going to be using day one? Because I know a lot of you guys, you know, want to know what I'm using day one. So I want to talk about that, but it's really just going to depend on yourself also. You have to know what type of player you are and what type of, you know, play style you have. Do you like to sit in the pocket with a quarterback? Do you like to, you know, run around for 60 yards like a maniac, you know, like how it was last year with Fast Cats? Do you like to play like that? Or do you like to actually run routes and route people up at wide receiver? You have to know yourself and know your type of play style that, you know, that you like the most, but that you're going to have the most fun with. So yeah, you does want to know that, you know, before Madden 22 comes out, and, you know, because it's really going to help. It's really going to help with, you know, how you choose, you know, what type of, you know, what you upgrade on your class, stuff like that. It's really just going to it's really going to depend, because like I told y'all guys in recent videos, you cannot upgrade every single stat on your class. You're gonna have to be selective. So let's say there's 6, you know, categories for skill upgrades. You can only like max out like 3 of them or 4 of them. You're not gonna be able to max out every single one, because they made that change this year to where, you know, you have to be selective, and there's gonna be like a knowledge gap and skill gap on where you actually spend your skill points this year. So, you know, knowing your playstyle is really gonna help you out day one. But like I said, I just want to, you know, talk about these classes, where my head is at with them, you know, just everything about them. Alright, folks, so now let's go hop into these classes right now. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna go through every single position group, you know, that we know about for the class and stuff like that. So these are all the classes confirmed for, you know, it's coming out day one, plus the other 4 yard exclusive classes that we are gonna talk about too. But yeah, this is the whole list right here. This is from Face the Franchise. If y'all do not know, Face the Franchise and the yard will be connected. So all these classes you see right here, they will be in the yard too. So this is how we're gonna do it. So quarterback. So the best quarterback class that, you know, I have seen is looking like the Magician class. You know, last year everybody was using the Lamar Trust prototype. You know, everybody was going crazy with that one because it was like super fast. But I think this year, that Lamar class is gonna be good, but I think the Magician one is gonna be, you know, the best one. I think that one's gonna be the best one this year, and it's because of 2 really key things. The first thing is it's really gonna be fast. It's gonna be fast. When I did it in the beta, when I saw it in the beta, I maxed out the speed to see, you know, how fast it could get, and it was about the same. It was like 1 speed less, and it had +1 excel over the light speed. So it is, you know, it's about the same speed basically. So that already makes it a good class. If it is almost as fast as the light speed, that already makes it a good quarterback class. And then the second thing, which is huge, is the abilities that you do get on this class. The abilities that you do get is QB Playmaker, Gunslinger, and you get Roaming Deadeye. Those 3 abilities in the yard are gonna be actually like insane. Those 3 abilities are gonna be insane. The QB Playmaker, so that you could, you know, you could playmaker any CPU on your team. And then the Gunslinger, it's gonna change the game. It's gonna change your entire gameplay at quarterback. So I think the Magician one will be the best. I think that would be the best quarterback day one. If you're gonna be using the quarterback, make sure you are using Magician. I think it's easily the best one. The light speed though, it is close. The light speed, you know, you're gonna get Escape Artist, you know, all that type of stuff with that class. But I just think day one, I think it's gonna be the Magician. I think you're gonna want to max that one out the fastest, because like I said, that QB playmaker, that gunslinger, it's gonna be really key to, you know, winning a lot of games. All right, fellas, so now let's hop into these wide receivers, fellas. I know a lot of you guys are gonna want to know what's the best wide receiver class day one. I know a lot of you guys play that position, play wide receiver / cornerback, so a lot of you guys are gonna want to know this information. So for me, this is me personally, I think the best class day one, and like I said, I'm telling you guys now, this will be the best class day one. This is going to be the fastest class day one of Madden 22 the yard, and the class is going to be Moonshot, fellas. We don't know what Pathfinder, the Pathfinder class looks like. We know what the Lucky 7 class is, that's like a Tyreek Hill type of class, but it's not the fastest one in the game. The fastest one in the game is the Moonshot. The Moonshot is going to be a DK Metcalf type of class. The Pathfinder, I'm thinking that's going to be like a Keenan Allen, Michael Thomas, like more on the slower side, but maybe, you know, he has really good catching, really good route running or something like that. But the fastest one, and I think the best one day one, is going to be the Moonshot. I think that's going to be the best class in the game. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's like I said, it is the fastest, and what makes it more, like, you know, it makes it, how you can make it faster is the physique system. So like I said in previous video, I told you guys there is going to be a physique system. There's 3 types of physiques, and these are basically going to be how your player is built. So it's going to be like ranges for height and weight. So there's agile, there's bruiser, and there's balance. So all these 3 different type of physiques, they have, you know, they have ranges for your weight and height. Last year, when you chose a prototype, you will be locked into, you know, 5'10". You'll be locked into, you know, 6'4" or something like that. This year it's not like that. So you could be, you know, let's say you want to be a magician. You don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be Pat Mahomes' height. You don't have to be that class's height. You can choose your height, and that's how you're going to game. So Moonshot, if you choose a Moonshot and you have the agile physique, you will be the fastest player in the game. You're gonna be the fastest class in the game, hands down. Like, it's not even close. It's actually insane how fast they are. So like I said, I think that's gonna be the best one day one. I think day one, everybody's gonna be using that one. And then also the abilities that you do get are pretty good too. So you get outside apprentice, you get deep out elite, and you get deep in elite. We already know how good those were last year. They were absolutely insane abilities. And then your, you know, X Factor is ability, but I mean your X Factor is double me. Your X Factor is double me. So this class is gonna be insane, fellas. Like I said, I think this is gonna be the best one. Like I said, the speed is just out of this world. You get skill moves, you get fitness, all this type of stuff. And also another thing that you guys do want to know is stamina is gonna be a thing. So last year, a lot of you guys, you know, running around the field with a fast cast, something like that. Nah, you can't do that all game. Stamina, it will be a thing this year. And the Moonshot class, it actually has a category for fitness. So this means if you max out that fitness category, you're gonna have the max stamina in the game, so you know you don't get tired as fast. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna be, you know, trying to do that, so you know you can run around the field more. But yeah, like I said, this Moonshot class will be insane. This is gonna be hands down, I think, the best one day one of Madden 22. Alright, fellas, so now we're about to hop into these halfback, fellas. So the halfbacks that we do, guys, we got the Shadow, we got Juggernaut, and we have Double Agent, fellas. So those are the 3 halfbacks coming into the game. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about these halfbacks. I don't know how overpowered they're gonna be, because we don't know what 2 of them look like. We know what one of them look like, and that's the Shadow. The Shadow is gonna be like an Alvin Kamara type of, you know, running back. You know, has good catching, you know, good stability, stuff like that. So like good excel, all that type of stuff. So the Shadow, that's the only one we know about. That's the only one we know what it looks like, and that one actually gets you human joystick. So human joystick will be a, you know, available ability in the yard this year. You're gonna be able to get a human joystick, and it also gets a spin cycle too. So yeah, this one, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, but like I said, we just have to know what the other 2 look like. We don't know what the other 2 look like. The Juggernaut, I don't know what that one is. And then the Double Agent, I'm thinking is the Juggernaut's maybe like a Derrick Henry, like a power back type of class, and then the Double Agent is probably gonna be like maybe a Christian McCaffrey. I'm not sure though. I would think the Christian McCaffrey one would be the Shadow. So it all just depends on how it looks day one. We don't know what the Shadow, what the Double Agent one is, but the Shadow one does look pretty good. Like I said, it's not the fastest one in the game, but it did look really good. If you do play running back in the yard, you like playing running back, this one looks really good. You can have really good, you know, skill moves, all that type of stuff out the backfield. So yeah, this is all for the running backs. Like I said, they don't look, from what I've seen, they didn't look too crazy, but we have to see what the other 2 classes look like. And now last one I do want to look at from this list is the linebackers, folks. So we got Hawk and we have Infiltrator. So the Hawk one, Not gonna lie, it doesn't look that crazy. I didn't see it in the beta, but from what I seen in the from the Face the Franchise trailer, it didn't look too crazy. Now I know what you guys are gonna be thinking, how all these classes show five speed slots. Even though all these classes show 5 speed slots, that doesn't mean that they're gonna be the same speed. They're gonna have different speeds even though you max them out. So let's say you max out a Hawk, you max out their speed. Their speed is still going to be different from a moonshot or from a light speed. Even though you max out their speed, people are going to have different max out speeds, and you're going to be able to see that this year too. That's something that EA did change, and you're going to be able to see exactly what your speed is. You're going to be able to see exactly what your catching is. You're going to be able to see exactly what your throw power is. There's going to be actual stats that actually go into this, and we already know about the overall system. We talked about the overall system too. We're not sure if you're going to be able to reach a 99 overall. Which you probably can't, because you can't max out every single skill slot. You can't max everything out. So you have to be selected this year. So because of that, it makes me think you're gonna max out about like 95 overall, maybe like 94 overall, somewhere around there. You're gonna max out. I don't think the max is going to be 99 though. I don't think you're going to be able to get that high, just because you can't, get every single slot for your class. And now, fellas, get into these last 4 prototypes. We did already talk about these classes in the last video. We talked about them because EA, they already released this blog, basically going over all the yard exclusive classes. So these are gonna be classes that are not in Face the Franchise. They're only in yard, and they're gonna be more souped up to where they could play defense too. So let's go to hop into it. So Mojo, like I said, we talked about this in the last video. This is gonna be a Jalen Ramsey type of class, to where basically he's supposed to be a cornerback, but he has a little bit of catching, to help him at the wide receiver position too. So this is really, really good. But the thing about this one is, I don't think his speed is going to be like that. I don't think his speed is really going to be that good, honestly. From what I'm thinking, I don't think it's going to be that good, but he does get really good abilities. He does get the bottleneck. Bottleneck is absolutely insane when you do get it as your X factor, because you're going to get the dominant press animation, and then he gets pick artist, and he gets deep route knockouts. So those are really, really good. But like I said, I think the downside to this class will be his speed. I don't think his speed is going to be there, but he does have that tackling, he does have that quickness and stuff like that. So yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Probably gonna be like a top 4 class in the game. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be that number 1. I don't think he's gonna be faster than the moonshot. We're gonna see once the game comes out, but I don't think he's gonna be that that class day 1. I don't think he will be. Now, if you do play cornerback, if you like playing more, if you're more of a defensive guy, you like being a more defensive guy, maybe he's gonna be your automatic choice, because if you're playing cornerback, you wanna be able to hit, you wanna be able to have coverage and stuff like that. So he might be your guy. No matter what, if you play cornerback and stuff like that, he's probably going to be your guy. But for me, I want to be as fast as possible day 1. And now this freak one has a lot of categories. It has tackling, ball carrier, skill moves, speed, stability, all this type of stuff. So because it has so many categories for for stats, that really makes me think this class isn't going to be fast at all. So let's say these 5 skill point for the speed, that 5 is only going to get him to maybe like 5 speed. Unlike the moonshot, who's the fastest, that's going to be 9-10 speed. So even though they have the same amount of skill point blocks or whatever, even though it has that, they're not going to be the same speed. That moonshot's still going to be the fastest one. It's going to be way faster than this freak one, especially because it has all these other slots for stuff. I think this was just it's going to be tough. It's going to be good because you have all these slots, but it's just really not going to be fast at all. So I think that's really going to be the downside to this one. You can play running back with this one too, because it gets you skill moves, ball carrier, and all that type of stuff. But I just don't think it's really going to be that good. I don't think it will be. And now the Goliath one, this is going to be the tight end class. Last year we had Zeus. Last year we had Manimal, I think it was, and those were absolutely, they were cracked. The Zeus, especially, the Zeus was absolutely insane. Because if you were 6'5", you had the deep in or deep out, you were absolutely just mossing dudes last year. You were pretty fast still, and this and that. I don't think that's going to be the case this year with this the Goliath one. I don't think he's going to be that crazy this year. I don't think he's going to be that crazy, just because I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be fast at all. And because Moonshot and these other classes like Mojo, they're gonna be pretty fast. You could get those abilities on them. You could actually change your physique. Also, you could change your physique to 6'5". So you don't have to be this Goliath, or you don't have to be a certain prototype to be a certain height. You could be any class and be a certain height. So I don't think the Goliath one's gonna be the move this year. I just don't think it's gonna be the move. You're gonna be kind of slow, and it's gonna be not it. It's just the combination's just not gonna be there. So I don't think that one's gonna be it. The tight ends, they don't look good. They really don't look good. They're probably gonna add more in the future, but for right now, the tight ends do not look good. Last one we do have is Hitman, fellas. This Hitman class looks really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. If you're playing quarterback, you might want to consider this. Even though me personally, if I was playing quarterback, I wouldn't want this Hitman one, only because I just feel like it's not gonna be. He's probably not gonna be really that fast. He has the other, like, he has so many categories for stats. I feel like they're not gonna make him that fast. And you know, you don't get no accuracy. You don't get no accuracy for, you know, for maxing this guy. He has no accuracy slot or like categories, so he's gonna be missing a lot of passes. The only thing he's really gonna have is, you know, the power. He's gonna have that throw power and the pocket improvising. I think that's what it is. That really doesn't mean that much from what I saw in the bait. It really doesn't mean anything. But he does have that throw power, so you may be able to throw the ball really deep down the field with this Hitman, because it's basically going to be like a quarterback slash safety. That's how you play it in the yard. If you're a quarterback, you have to play safety too. So that's why they made this class. So, you know, you're basically good on both sides of the ball. But I don't think this one's going to be that good. I really don't think so. He does get acrobat though. He does get acrobat. We all know how good acrobat is. So acrobat is definitely going to be a must need. So I'm definitely going to, you know, max this one out and definitely get that acrobat, which I think y'all should too. But yeah, as a main class, I don't think he's gonna be it. I just don't think so. But alright guys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, fellas, for more. And until next time, peace.